All right, brother. Shalom, brother. Your name and location. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. This Hebrew Harris calling out of Miami, Florida. Sir, how are you?
I'm blessed by the best. Nice to hear from you. Thanks for hanging out with
All
us this
praises.
evening. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Elder, and I want to say this here. My house phone, the battery just went in. If it hangs up, just know my phone died. I've been on here for hours. But Elder, I want to tell you, sir, that this truth has broken the chains off of me from bondage spiritually and physically, sir. Before I've been in this truth for about a year now, and for about 2 years I've been fighting the criminal situation where in one county I had a drug charge and got out on bond, and about 6 months later was charged with the armed robbery I didn't commit. And the case in one county, they came to me with the plea, and this is after I've been in the truth. This is about maybe 3-4 months ago. Came to me with the plea, and it didn't seem. I said, nah, I'm not taking it. So they revoked my bond, and I get locked up. I was on house arrest for the armed robbery I didn't commit. I get locked up. As I'm in this truth, I understand what fasting and praying does. I go into the jail, and I start getting brothers together. They watching me in the Word. They see me praying. They ask me what's going on. How did I change? Because they knew me from the past. We end up fasting together. We end up going. It was 5 of us, Elder. They've never fasted before. We end up fasting. We end up going to the Word. I go in the Word. I go to Genesis 20:25 and show the Gentiles how they're our brothers, who Esau really is, and why the system is trying to destroy us. Elder, this armed robbery that I didn't commit, the victim pointed me out, and the victim has a witness. They both pointed me out and said I did a robbery I didn't commit. So when I got locked up for this, and I understood that through my obedience for the past year, how I've been walking in this truth and honoring the Father, I knew for a fact He would not leave me. I told the people, nah, I'm not taking any plea. I'm going to trial. And I knew that if I went to trial and I lost, it's because the Most High wants me to do a work in prison. So make a long story short, Elder, I was locked up for 2 months. That's why I haven't been in the broadcast. That's why I haven't been. That's why I've been absent. That's why I've been absent, sir. But Elder, Monday I got released back on house arrest. Tuesday I went to court. They told me that either they dropped. I had a PBL, a punishable by life. They told me, okay, if we give you 3 years probation, would you take this plea? I said, I'm not taking it. I went and talked with the state for about 5 minutes outside the courtroom, and I told them I did not do this. We came back in. They said, okay, you're going to have to come to court on Thursday, which is tomorrow. This was yesterday. They called me back yesterday evening and said, you know what? We're gonna cut the ankle monitor off of you. We're dismissing the case. Elder, only because of my faith, I knew that the Father was gonna deliver me. This truth has showed me that obedience with the Father, He's our protection. I don't even fear the system anymore. I don't fear what they can do to me. The Father is fighting all my battles. Elder, I'm gonna tell you straight up, Elder. The Most High has appointed you as my teacher. You were my teacher, sir. For the past year, I was on house arrest where I can only go to work and come home. I wasn't allowed to gather with the body in Orlando. I was fixated on your lessons. I was binge watching your lessons for the past year. You've taught me what obedience is. You've shown me. You've taught me how to have a connection with the heavens. When I pray, the Father answers my prayers in my dreams. He shows me visions. You are my teacher, Elder. I need you to continue to mold me and build me, sir. You are helping me bear fruit. This GOCC ministry is actually helping me bear fruit. People are watching me and asking me about the Father. I'm going into the Word, something I never knew. I'm going into the Word because of your teachings. You were showing me that obedience is the key. You were showing me that sacrificing my flesh, and by me sacrificing my flesh, Christ will take full control of my vessel. And now I'm operating in a way I never knew. This GOCC ministry is the truth. You are my teacher, Elder. You are my teacher. I'm able to get back. I'll be able to get baptized now. If the Most High is willing, I pray you're the one to put me in the water. But Elder, I need you to understand that you are my teacher. You are my mentor. I hearken to everything you say. The Most High has bestowed wisdom into you so that you can speak to me, so that you can speak to us, so that you can lead us, Elder. And I'll be forever grateful for this GOCC ministry. I can't thank the Father enough, and I can't thank you and Elder Lawya enough, because through your obedience, you're able to touch us. He's able to use you. He's using you, Elder. I was able to fight the system, the same system that is meant to break the black man. I broke it. I was facing a PBL, a punishable by life, where the victim was pointing me out, and the state was afraid to take me to trial because the Father was my judge, my lawyer, my jury, and the state. He took full control, and even with the victim pointing me out and said he's the guy that did it, the Father said, nah. And I stood strong with faith because of my obedience. The churches, they don't tell you that. They don't tell you how to fight spiritually. They don't tell you that obedience, you're untouchable. So it's this truth is sir, this truth has done amazing work for me. I understand now how to operate how to obtain a righteous relationship. I understand how to build a legacy because of your teachings. You have no idea what you have done for my life, Elder. You are the Moses of this era, but you're gonna see the promised land. But you are the Moses of our era. You're the Moses. You are our elder. You're my brother.
I'm a servant.
You're my mentor,
brother. I'm a servant.
Sir,
I'm a servant.
Yes, I love you, Elder. I love you, and I
brother.
thank you. You and Elder Lawya are sent from the Most High. And I would not be awakened if it wasn't for the Most High using GOCC. I would not be awakened, sir. I understand. Yes, I understand that the system can't hold me. I understand that the system can't even compete with me because of the teachings of GOCC, because of obedience, because of making a sacrifice of my flesh and turning over my mind and my spirit to the Father and going into the book of salvation. And I was reading an Apocrypha. I'm sorry. I was reading Apocrypha.
I'm with you, brother. I gotta get.
Yes, sir.
I gotta get one more call.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, my brother.
I thank you for all that you've done.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Lawya, you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Brother,
yes, sir. Powerful testimony.
Elder Lawya, let me tell you something, my brother. Let me tell you something. The Most High has some serious, strong men out there. And to know that through this ministry, it strengthened people in time of trouble. I mean, the work is doing well, anything beyond what any of us can fathom, right? Because usually the system breaks you so that you can be criminalized by taking a plea. But in this ministry, he said he drew strength to say, you know what? In truth, one way or the other, if I got to go to prison, I'm going to teach in prison. that was the disciples, man. He says, because I know I didn't do it. So if the Most High is sending me to prison for something I didn't do, it's a purpose in that. See, and that's the prime example of being free. Being free to be utilized no matter where the Most High put you. Daniel in the lion's den. Right? The three brethren during the time of the Persian Empire, where it was Christ in the middle of the furnace. That's when you're free, when you don't even fear the bonds. Knowing that what? Hey, the worst thing they want is someone with the knowledge of the Most High who's protected and hedged amongst a controlled population. Because they're going to lose control. Hence the reason why the Roman Empire placed John on the Isle of Patmos. If they attempt to put him in jail, he would convert the whole jail, including the gatekeepers. And then they would just turn over the whole place. So he says, listen, if we put him in jail, he's going to convert these strong men into following this Christ. If we kill him, he's a martyr. And now not just the people in jail, but others will turn to him because they're gonna know that we killed an innocent man. So what should we do with John? Put him on an island by himself. Right? So the brothers stood in power and say, listen, if it be the Most High's will, knowing that I did no crime, it's the Most High will that I go in there and save some of my people. That's when you're truly free. See? When you're led by the Spirit and are what? Willing to be utilized for the Most High no matter where he has you. No matter where he puts you. Because eventually, our goings is of the Most High. That was a powerful testimony, brother. Powerful. And I'm talking about to be strengthened to stand with the Most High regardless of what. Because they was trying to pressure him, because once you cop a plea to whatever it is, even if you didn't do it, you're on the books as a criminal. And just that in of itself will restrict you from what? Some of the constitutional rights that you are afforded as a citizen. So they probably knew all along it was stringing along. They just wanted him to cop a plea. But I'm glad he was able to operate and stand in truth. All right?